Hello, this is the Watchdog. Welcome back to Fun with Watches. If watches weren't fun, you'd only need one. Today we're going to review the gigididi GY16104. Let's start with the wrist check. I'm wearing this Dwayne Campbell 5034, Dwayne the bathtub I'm drowning. And Grogo's wearing my Sterling GMT watch because he saw me wear it the other day and he wanted to wear it too. Grogo said he and Ben Solo were trash talking each other at the academy the other day. Ben told Grogo that if he was a Rolex, he'd be a smooth bezel Datejust on an oyster bracelet. Grogo said, well, if you were a Tag Heuer, you'd be a Formula One three-hander. All right, let's take a look at the watch. My apologies to anybody that has a smooth bezeled Datejust or a Formula One three-hander. Those are just jokes, people. Man, it's kind of hard to get this open. All right. Don't forget about the unsigned warranty card. And here it is, the gigididi. If you see it, it should be pronounced gigididi, but every time I do that, it sounds like I'm stuttering. So from now on, I'm just going to say gigididi, because I've been doing it the other way. It just sounds horrible. This is the first gigididi on my channel. When I saw the name on AliExpress, I immediately wanted to review one. One of my viewers suggested that maybe it is pronounced gigididi. I don't care if the owner of the company himself gave me a signed statement confirming my mispronunciation. I'm going to say gigididi because that is the only reason I am reviewing this watch. I chose this watch because it was quite a bit cheaper than the other two gigididi watches I could find on AliExpress, which were solid steel dive style watches. But they were $80, which was too much money to spend on a review that had gigididi in it. So I spent $50 on this chrome-plated anything but perpetual calendar watch. If I would have just waited, they're going for $40 now. This watch comes in 3 different colorways. If you don't like the white dial, there's also a black dial. If you don't like either of them, there's a gold tone with a brown strap, but you can only get that with the white dial. The watch is 41.5 millimeters at the bezel, but the bezel is a little bit smaller than the case. The case is 43 millimeters. 52 millimeters lug to lug, so this is a big watch. It's 12.5 millimeters thick, has a 20 millimeter lug width, and weighs 71 grams on the supplied leather strap. The bezel, smooth chrome plated with a chamfered edge. Pretty simple. And then we have the dial. The dial says gigididi up top. Then it says made China on the bottom. Then we have a train track minute markers. Then we have numeric indices. And then we have leaf hands with not much of a leaf to them. And we just have a stick second hand. The dial doesn't have a sunburst effect or anything. And if you look at it, it looks white, but it's more of a really light silver color when you look at it closely. Then this is a calendar watch. So on the right, we have the month. On the left, we have the day of the week. And up top, next to gigididi, or just below gigididi, we have the day of the month. On this bottom subdial is a 24-hour indicator, and this is not a moon phase. It shows the sun in the day and the moon at night. So it's just the AM, PM indicator. Then we have an unsigned push-pull crown. The movement does hack. And there's no annoying second minute hand jump or anything when you press it in. I've never had that issue with an automatic. I only ever have that issue with quartz watches. And then we have the pushers. The top pusher controls the day of the month. And the bottom pusher controls the month. And instead of a pusher, we have this little, well, it's a pusher, but you can't push it without a tool. And this controls the day of the week. So anyway, this is not a perpetual calendar. You do not set the year. It doesn't know about leap year. And to believe it or not, it doesn't even know about the end of the month. Because here, just a minute, I'm going to do this off camera so I don't waste time. Okay, I changed the day of the month to 31. So what's going to happen when I go to the next day? It goes to 32. See, it goes all the way up to 39. So let me set it to 39. And then let's go for another day. And it moves to 0. There is no day 0. So anyway, this watch does not handle end of the month properly. So you have to deal with the end of the month yourself. So you have to set it to the 1. Then also, the month didn't change either. So it doesn't handle the month change either. So when it's a new month, you have to manually set it to the next month. It will not change to the next month for you. So once again, there's nothing perpetual about this. The only thing it does consistently, it will change the day for you, which is nice because changing the day is a pain because you need a tool. And if you watch it, it's kind of like your typical day of the week watch where it does it in 2 steps, which is used for the 2 different languages. But since this is a dial, that doesn't apply, but it's a 2-step process. Then we have a flat mineral glass crystal. The ad in the AliExpress says sapphire. The ad is wrong. I tested it with my tester. It is definitely glass. And then we have the case. The ad in AliExpress says it's stainless steel. This is obviously a chrome plated case. It's shiny everywhere, and even where it's brushed, it just looks like it's chrome plated. Plus it's light. Doesn't feel like steel at all. So this is definitely chrome plated. But the case is shaped good enough. It's comfortable, wears nice for a big watch. Then we have a display case back. And at first I thought it was tinted, but no, the movement's this gold color. And it's they did a good job decorating the movement. It looks really nice there. And it even says seagull on the rotor. This is a seagull movement. And then it says stainless steel back, which is another good tell that the rest of the watch is not. Then it says water resistant 5 ATM. So you get 50 meters. But once again, this thing has pushers. So you really don't want to take a watch with pushers in the water unless you have screw down crowns. Or I should say screw down pushers. Because otherwise, if these get pushed accidentally, you're going to let water in. And this is indeed a screw down case back. I tested it. I was able to unscrew it with my wrench. So these little notches here are not fake. So that's nice. It's always nice to have a screw down case back. I don't like press-ons at all because usually I have to get out my press-on tool to press them. So underneath the case back is the Seagull 1661 automatic movement. It's a 3 hertz movement that hand winds hacks, and I think it's a bidirectional rotor. Let me see if I can spin it. No, it doesn't spin freely in one direction, so it should be bidirectional. I don't know how many joules, but we'll go ahead and put it on the time grapher and see how it's doing. Here it is on the time grapher. As you can see, it's running about 8, 9, 10 seconds fast, which is pretty good, well within specs, and not bad considering the price of the watch. A little bit of beat error. That's why you see 2 lines on the screen. Amplitude's not bad. And this is a hacking movement, so it's nice that it's running fast and not slow, because it's a lot easier when they're fast because you just hack them and wait for time to catch up and you don't even have to move the hands. The strap is genuine leather, and once again we have 20 millimeter lug width. This is a faux crocodile. This is not real crocodile, of course. And we have two keepers, one fixed, one floating. And then we do have a signed buckle. The buckle is 18 millimeters. If you want to put a deployment clasp on it, I always recommend a deployment clasp on a leather strap, because as you can see, it's already a little worn just from putting it on and off. And if you keep doing that, you're going to wear out the strap. But a deployment clasp, the leather strap, will probably last you as long as the watch. No quick release, which is unfortunate. It's always nice to have quick release, because especially on a chrome plated watch, because you're going to scratch the crap out of it trying to get the strap off. And no real lugs either. But it's a nice enough strap. It's thin, but you don't need to break it in. It's comfortable right away. Here is the watch on my 7.5-inch wrist. It looks nice. It wears nice. There's a little bit gap there because the lugs are a little bit higher than they probably should be. But it's comfortable. Once again, this strap doesn't really need a break-in period. If you look though, I only have 2 notches going out. So 8 inches is the best you're going to do without changing straps or poking holes in this one. And once again, you'll need a 20 millimeter. We won't be taking a trip into the lume room because this watch has no lume whatsoever. What do I like about this watch? Well, it looks and wears nice. It does have a Seagull 1661 movement, which is nicely decorated. When it comes to Chinese movements, Seagull is the one you want. And it does have a screw down display case back. What are my gripes and groans? Well, this is a calendar watch, but it's not a calendar movement. So it does the calendar by a lot of tricks. And one thing it does though, since it's not a true calendar watch, the date starts at 0 and goes up to 39. And you can't change, the month doesn't change automatically either. You have to manually change the month. The AliExpress ad says stainless steel and sapphire when it is clearly chrome plated in glass. And no quick release on the strap, plus the strap's a little short. Do I recommend this watch? Now that they lowered the price to $40, I would say yes. At $50, it was kind of pushing it. The calendar functions are not part of the movement and take a lot of user input. Well, thank you for watching my review of the gigididi GY16104, and I will be back with another review because it's going to be a while before an unboxing because AliExpress has been really slow due to Chinese New Year. Be sure and like and subscribe to my channel, and if you do like this gigididi, be sure to use my affiliate link and I'll get a small commission, which will help me keep this channel going. And if you want to participate in the Members' Choice, be sure to join my channel, and I will be putting up the Members' Choice watch within a couple months. Bye.